بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. I remind you to have a sincere intention in your heart, seeking reward from Allah Ta'ala by attending the lesson. In our previous lesson, we started talking about the order of the creation. And if you remember, we said that the first creation that Allah Ta'ala created was water. And after water, Allah created Al-Arsh. And Allah created all the other creations from water. So water is the origin for the other creations. Now we will continue, inshallah, to see what were the other creations that were created after Al-Arsh. So after Allah Ta'ala created the water and Al-Arsh, the throne, Allah created the upper pen and the guarded tablet, and then the rest of the creations. Now, the upper pen and the guarded tablet. What is the guarded tablet? In Arabic, we say Al-Lawh al-Mahfuz. It was narrated in the description of the guarded tablet that it is of a white pearl and its edges are of red ruby, and its width is the traveling distance of 500 years. Allah Ta'ala ordered the pen to write, and the pen wrote by the will of Allah without anyone holding the pen. So the pen wrote without anyone holding it. Allah Ta'ala ordered the pen to write, and it wrote in the guarded tablet what will be in this life until its end. So everything that happens in this life is recorded in the guarded tablet. It is mentioned in the guarded tablet. After that event, Allah Ta'ala created the heavens and earth in 6 days. And we said in our previous lessons, had Allah Ta'ala willed to create them in less than that, it would have happened. But Allah Ta'ala willed for that to happen in 6 days. And we said that the wisdom behind that is to teach us not to be hasty. So no person is born and no drop of water falls except that it is in accordance to what is written in the guarded tablet. This means that everything that happens is mentioned in the guarded tablet. Allah Ta'ala then created the earth. There are 7 earths. We are now on the first of these 7 earths. We are on the highest one, and each earth is separated from the other. So there are 7 earths, and each one is separated from the other. We are now on the highest, on the first of them. In the 7th earth, there is a place called Sijin. In this place, Sijin, the souls of the Kafir people, the non-believers, the souls of these Kafir people go there after their bodies decay. If you remember in our previous lessons, we said that when the person dies, the soul leaves the body. Then when the person is buried in the grave, the soul returns to the body. Now, what about the disbelievers, the kafir? When their bodies decay, their soul goes to this place that is in the 7th earth, which is called Sijin. Now, not all bodies decay. I was talking here about the bodies of the Kafir people. Their bodies decay. However, the prophets' bodies do not decay. And There are also some other people whose bodies do not decay, of some Muslims. Inshallah, we will talk about that in other lessons. As for the kafir, their bodies decay, and then the soul goes to this place that is called Sijjin, which is in the seventh earth. So the soul of these kafir people, before it goes to Sijjin, when it returns to the body and the body is in the grave, this kafir is being tortured non-stop. And also, when the soul of this kafir leaves and goes to Sijjin, when his body decays, this kafir is continuously tortured. The torture does not stop. As soon as the kafir who died and was accountable, as soon as he dies, his torture starts and it does not stop. Subhanallah. So then we said that Sijjin is a place in the seventh earth, and there goes the souls of the kafir people after their bodies decay. That is now until resurrection, until al-Ba'th, because resurrection is when the people come out of their graves. Those bodies that decayed, Allah Ta'ala recreates the bodies. Again, as I said, not all bodies decay. The Prophet's bodies do not decay. And there are also some Muslims other than the Prophets whose bodies do not decay. So, as for those whose bodies decayed, Allah Ta'ala recreates their bodies, and resurrection is when these bodies, when the people come out of the grave. Now, as for hellfire, Jahannam, it is underneath the seventh earth. Okay, so we said there are 7 earth. Jahannam, hellfire, is under the 7th earth. So Jahannam, it is the fire that Allah Ta'ala threatened the kafir with, and also the sinners among his slaves. So we said then there are 7 earth. As for the heavens, the skies, there are also 7 skies, and each one is a solid body that is held up without any pillars. So the skies, the 7 skies, are solid bodies. So these 7 skies or the heavens are separated from each other, and from one heaven to the next is the distance of 500 years. The distance between one heaven and the other is 500 years, and each heaven has a gate. We said that paradise is above the 7 skies, and the ceiling of paradise is Al-Arsh. And last time we spoke about Al-Arsh, the throne, and we said that it is the biggest creation size-wise, and we said that it was mentioned in describing Al-Arsh that it is like a platform that has 4 pillars, and it is very, very big in size. It is the biggest creation in size. And after Allah Ta'ala created the earth and the skies, Allah Ta'ala created what is on earth, the rivers, the mountains, and the like. Then Allah Ta'ala created Adam at the end of the 6th day. So at the end of the 6th day, Allah Ta'ala created Adam alayhi salam, and that day was a Friday. So Adam was the last kind of creation. So we said that heavens were created before Adam alayhi salam, earth was created before Adam alayhi salam. What is on earth of mountains and trees and rivers, they were created before Adam alayhi salam. The angels, the jinn, they were created before Adam alayhi salam. So the last kind of creation that Allah Ta'ala created is Prophet Adam alayhi salam. And of course, as we have said in our previous lessons, Adam alayhi salam is the first of the humans. So the first of all humans is Adam alayhi salam. And he was the first of the prophets. He was the first of the humans and the first of the prophets. And we mentioned that Adam alayhi salam had a beautiful face, a beautiful voice, as the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam mentioned in a hadith, which means that Allah Ta'ala did not create a prophet, but that this prophet had a beautiful face and a beautiful voice. And that Prophet Muhammad alayhi salam has the most beautiful face of them and the most beautiful voice of the prophets. So from this hadith of the Prophet alayhi salam, we understand that all the prophets that Allah Ta'ala sent, they had beautiful faces, beautiful voices, and Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam, among them he had the most beautiful face and the most beautiful voice. So then, the last kind of creation that Allah created is the humankind. And the first person that Allah created was Prophet Adam alayhi salam, and he was the first prophet. Allah Ta'ala created Prophet Adam from clay after it was mixed by an angel commanded by Allah to mix this clay with water from paradise. So Allah Ta'ala ordered an angel to mix clay with water from paradise, and Allah Ta'ala created from this Prophet Adam alayhi salam. So we know then that the angels are created from light, the jinn are created from fire, and humans are created from clay. Now, I want to mention something important here. We said that Prophet Adam alayhi salam was the first of all people and the first of the prophets. So, for sure, we do not believe what some people say when they claim that people evolved from an ape. This is absolutely not true, and believing this is disbelief. Okay, because this clearly contradicts the belief of Muslims. Muslims believe that the first of the people was Prophet Adam alayhi salam, and as we said, he had a beautiful voice and a beautiful face, and he walked upright. Now, the angels, all of them are believers. The angels, all of them are pious Muslims. They always obey the orders of Allah. As for the jinn, some of them are Muslims and some of them are kafir. Okay, the jinn, some of them are Muslims and some of them are kafir. The jinn that are kafir, we call devils, or in Arabic we say shaitan. These are the jinn that are disbelievers, okay? These we call devils. And the father of them is Satan, Iblis. Now, Iblis, Satan, was not an angel. No, he is a jinn among the jinn. So he is among the jinn, he is not an angel. However, he was in the sky. He used to worship Allah Ta'ala with the angels. The angels, they are the residents of the sky. The devil, Iblis, the father of the jinn, he was in the sky with the angels and he used to worship Allah. So first he was a believer. He used to worship Allah. Of course, we know that Allah Ta'ala is not in the sky. We said Allah Ta'ala created all places and He is not in need of any place. He exists without a place as He did before creating all places. Muslims believe that Allah exists without a place. He is not in the sky, He is not on earth, He is not on the throne. He exists without a place as He did before creating all places. Now, going back to what I was saying, the devil, Iblis, Satan, he was in the sky with the angels and he used to worship Allah with them. He is from the jinn. He was not an angel. But when Allah Ta'ala created Adam, alayhi salam, Iblis, the devil, Satan, he looked at him and he noticed, of course, there is wisdom behind creating Adam alayhi salam. And he knew that Allah Ta'ala created Adam from clay. Now, of course, Muslims worship only Allah. Okay, for sure. Muslims worship only Allah. Now, Allah Ta'ala ordered the angels and Iblis, the Satan who was with them, to prostrate to Adam alayhi salam out of salutation, not out of worship, no, because Muslims worship only Allah. Okay, so Allah Ta'ala ordered them to prostrate to Adam alayhi salam, not out of worship, no. The angels did. But Satan, Iblis, he disobeyed Allah. He objected to Allah. Billah. He said that Allah Ta'ala created him, Satan, from fire, and that Allah created Adam from clay. And so he objected to the order of Allah to prostrate to Adam alayhi salam. So by objecting to Allah, he became a non-believer. He objected to the will of Allah, he became a disbeliever. So first he was a believer, but then he became a disbeliever, a kafir, and he will remain as such.